Meanwhile, tonight, there is one team veteran who will not get to suit up for the Super Bowl. Courtney Lenz has been a Ravens cheerleader for 5 years now, but didn't receive an invitation for the big game. She says it's in retaliation for announcing that she plans to retire. The team says it can only take about half the squad, and Lenz did not make the cut. Fans, meanwhile, have started an online petition on her behalf.
You mean to tell me you don't think there's some guy out there that might want to take somebody with him to the game?
Yeah, but then she wouldn't be able to actually perform her on the
Wouldn't matter,
sideline.
just to be there.
Oh, well.
All right, there were some new developments to report in the Manti Te'o girlfriend hoax case. A key party in the case makes a revelation about his sexual identity.
And only on 7 tonight, we have a story every woman will want to see. The rare procedure this cancer survivor had and how it could save lives in the future. Plus,
a highly unexpected turn of events in the trial of Daniel Harmon Wright and Culpepper. I'm Jeff Goldberg. Coming up in a live report, we'll tell you what happened and where it's headed.
And I'm Doug Hill in the Belford Furniture Weather Center. Wind advisory, flash flood watch posted in advance of a strong cold front with heavy rain and very high winds. I'll give you the timing and the forecast still to come here on ABC 7 News at 5.
Low, his hands and feet in shackles, Daniel Harmon Wright is brought in.
You're watching ABC 7 News at 5 on your side.
Once again, we are on storm watch tonight. Right now, conditions remain dry at the moment, but we are bracing for some heavy storms. Now, if you're just getting home, the same storm system's already caused some damage in other parts of the country.
our chief meteorologist Doug Hill joins us now with an update on the storm's track for us tonight. Doug?
Hey there, Allison and Leon. We have the leading edge of some of the rain just to the west of the immediate metro area. Some heavy downpours, and already places just to the north and west have picked up about an inch of rain. That's one of the reasons a flash flood watch is in effect and a wind advisory. But again, this is just the leading edge. The jackpot, or the main area of rain, still southwest by a long point. I want to share this image of Gaithersburg for you. This is what we've seen that played out north and west of town today. Skies were kind of dark, and then all of a sudden they got very dark, and these rain squalls came blowing through. And we'll have a lot more of that tonight with stronger winds and heavier rain. Almost 1.5 inches in Loudoun County and Hamilton, Adamstown and Montgomery County, over an inch in Leesburg too, and closing in an inch at Mount Airy. The story will be later tonight when we progressively get closer and closer to this line of heavy weather pushing pushing to the northeast with more torrential downpours and high winds. We'll have a lot more for you coming up in just a couple of minutes.
Okay, we'll see you then, Doug. Thank you. And now we turn to a developing story from Culpeper County tonight, where the conviction of a former police officer could be thrown out just 24 hours after jurors convicted him. Daniel Harmon Wright was found guilty on 3 counts in the shooting death of Patricia Cook. Northern Virginia Bureau Chief Jeff Goldberg is live with where this case stands right now. Jeff?
Well, Allison, sort of a strange turn in this story today. This is now in the hands of a judge, as it was revealed early this morning about possible issues of jury misconduct. Yesterday, Daniel Harmon Wright, the former police officer, was convicted of manslaughter for the killing last year of Patricia Cook, but not murder. However, how some jurors came to that conclusion has the defense calling for a mistrial. With his head hung low, his hands and feet in shackles, Daniel Harmon Wright is brought into court for what was supposed to be his sentencing hearing. Instead, it was the jurors under oath after it was discovered 2 dictionaries and 1 thesaurus were brought into the jury room during deliberations, a violation of the judge's rules. 6 jurors admitted to looking up definitions of at least one of these words: malice, malicious, or unlawful. The other 6 said they relied solely on the judge's written instructions. In the case of the word malice, one juror testified, "We understood the definition better after reading the dictionary. It was more straightforward." Prosecutor Jim Fisher asked one juror, "After getting a clearer definition of the word malice, did you reach a resolution in favor of the defendant?" She responded, "Yes."
I'm not going to get into it at this point.
Okay.
I'm going to decline to comment because it's still an ongoing issue. So I'm looking forward to seeing everybody Friday morning.
The jury foreman testified she brought the materials into the room and says she first asked a bailiff if it was okay. After Harmon Wright was brought back into jail, Sheriff Scott Jenkins told us that bailiff did nothing wrong.
The judge gave specific instructions to the jurors not to bring outside resources. And if they disobeyed that, that has nothing to do with the court staff.
Prosecutor Jim Fisher arguing in court today that this verdict should stand because all of the jurors essentially came to a unanimous decision. However, defense attorney Daniel Hawes calling for a mistrial because, quote, "There is no question my client has not received a fair trial." The judge will rule on how things proceed in this case Friday morning. Live in Culpeper, Jeff Goldberg, ABC 7 News.
Okay, Jeff, let us know what happens. Thank you. And meanwhile, it's time for a look at the day's other top stories. 7 people are injured, including 4 firefighters, after a serious morning crash on the Beltway. Doctors are reportedly working to reattach the arm of one of the firefighters. This accident involved a fire engine, a tractor trailer, and an SUV. All 3 of those vehicles overturned. It happened at 3 a.m., but cleanup took hours, stretching well into the morning commute.
One of the nation's most prominent gun violence victims, Gabrielle Giffords, is urging Congress to put tougher restrictions on guns. The former Congresswoman spoke today at the first Senate hearing on gun violence since last month's school shooting in Connecticut. Wayne LaPierre of the National Rifle Association spoke out against any proposed restrictions.
And severe storms have led to heavy damage outside Atlanta. This is video of a funnel cloud. It was captured in Adairsville, about 60 miles northwest of Atlanta. At least 1 person is confirmed dead in that town.
A traffic alert for drivers in the district because of a major road closure. Starting tomorrow morning, DDOT will close down the Southeast Freeway between 8th Street and Pennsylvania Avenue. That includes the 8th Street Southeast on-ramp to outbound I-695 and the 9th Street Southeast ramp. That area is going to be closed down for at least a year and a half as part of the 11th Street Bridge project. Detours, are already in place. Let's get a check of the traffic situation this evening. Chef Jerry Booth right now is watching things for us. Hey, Jerry.
Hey, Lam. We're seeing delays here 395 southbound starting around Washington Boulevard toward Duke Street. Onto 95 southbound, you've got delays Fairfax County Parkway crossing the Occoquan with a crash in the left center lane. Further south, delays past the Prince William Parkway heading toward Triangle. Wanted to talk about the inner loop of the Beltway and delays beginning in Virginia near 123 as you work your way across the Occoquan heading toward the 270 spur. Inner and outer loop delays also seeing some slow traffic through Montgomery County on and off near Old Georgetown Road heading over toward New Hampshire Avenue. Earlier accident that you mentioned on the inner loop near 50 now gone. Travel lanes there are open just after 4 this afternoon. Randolph Road at Neville Street. This is in Rockville. And as you can see with the flashing lights, you've got the railroad gates down, so no one able to travel eastbound or westbound on Randolph. What you want to do is head over toward Nicholson Lane or Parklawn Drive. That'll get you around the scene. Also Falls Road at Wooten Parkway. Watch for accident activity here at Georgia Avenue southbound as you work your way way past Aspen Hill, emergency water main work, and a single left lane squeezing by. That's the latest. Leon and Allison, back to you.
All right, thanks, Jerry. A medical first in our region has changed the life of a local woman.
Tonight, the unique procedure a local cancer survivor went through and how it could make a difference for others.
And the battle to make sure our children get a proper education is the mission of an important group in our region, and that's why they are this week's Harris's Hero.
And a new push for safety in the District of Columbia could land drivers with more tickets. We're going to explain that tonight on ABC 7 News at 6.